Hi everyone, welcome. I'm just gonna get on my iPad so I can see what's going on here. See if I can join you guys watching live. Let's see if I am where I want to be. There I am. Sweet. Okay, now I'll be able to hopefully see comments. So welcome everyone. I forgot to jump on Facebook and let everyone know I was coming live tonight. Hopefully everybody will get acclimated to my schedule of Tuesday nights, Creativity Made Easy with MJ here on YouTube, as well as my Sunday Lives with MJ on Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So on Tuesdays, I'll come to you at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and Sundays at 9 a.m. over on Facebook. So my goal is to upload my Facebook Lives to here as well. So I will try and start doing that weekly and then kind of slowly incorporate things as we go along. So welcome and thank you so much for joining me. My name is Mary Jo Snyder. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the United States in the Finger Lakes region in a little town called Pulteney, just outside of Prattsburg and Hammondsport near Cuca Lake. So I'm excited. I'm very excited because I absolutely love this sweet collection. And I know I usually incorporate kits into my Creativity Made Easy, but we are going to do some easy, fun layouts and use a resource that is so awesome that everybody has at their fingertips. And it is your catalog. So we are going to case a card from the catalog, which is also one I shared that I actually received as a swap. So if I thought about it, I would have grabbed that so that you could see what it looks like. But we'll take a look at the catalog and I will share that with you. Just a couple of quick announcements. Tomorrow begins, it is June 5th and it's super exciting. It is the start of the bundle deal. So you get an additional 10% off any die and stamp bundle, which for that matter of fact, would include the Charming Ducks. This is currently available in my online store, and you can buy the bundle. And bundles are usually 10% off, and this is strictly a sale for, you can see the sun is kind of shining through the window, so sorry for the glare. The Stampin' Die bundles only. This does not include punch bundles. So Stampin' Die bundles, as well as your stamp cut and emboss machines, both the larger one and the mini. All of those you can get 10% off. It's not select, I don't believe. I believe it's any Stampin' Die bundle that is in the catalog as a bundle or in the online store as a bundle. So as long as it's including the dies. And the best thing, like right now, there's missing items. Unfortunately, that's not the best thing. There's missing items from the one, when you can get a sweet collection just by putting in one number. You can, I have to show you my nails too. I'm super excited. I just got them done. This item, the adhesive backed dappled dots, are currently on back order or not orderable. They don't do back order anymore. It's not orderable. Will be available at some point. I can look at the inventory status report, which I did just look at, and I neglected to look at the date. However, one of the best things for you to do during this bundle savings, if it is a bundle with dies, break that product suite apart anyway and buy things a la carte, because then that bundle is going to give you an additional 10% off. Instead of putting in the entire product suite number, break it down and get the extra 10% off the bundle if it's stamps and dies. Another great thing is, and I don't know if I can announce this, so I will check my updates. Rumor has it there's news about the glass mat. So if that's something that intrigues you, I believe that is available to demonstrators starting tomorrow as well. So if you want to get that in your hot little hands before it goes live to customers again, because it will be going live to customers, purchase a starter kit. You can kind of double dip per se. The glass mat will go live, I believe, for us as well as for demonstrators during the month starting tomorrow, I believe, and I'll confirm those dates. I'll take a look. And of course, when you are purchasing the starter kit, it's only $99. So you can get these bundles that are on sale at the sale price in your starter kit, save more money because it's only $99 to build your own starter kit for $125. So you pick out $125 worth of product and only pay $99 plus shipping. Another bonus is we have pre-order stuff available for us tomorrow in the online exclusives. So demonstrators have a lot of perks, and it is so that we are able to come to you with designs and share all those samples with you to get you excited about upcoming product that will be available to you at a later date. So if you purchase a starter kit, you're able to put those things in your starter kit that are available to demonstrators starting tomorrow. So if that glass mat appeals to you, if the online exclusive stuff appeals to you when you're purchasing your starter kit, those are things you can add. And I'm just going to tell you, come July, I'm going to be doing Christmas in July, wink, wink, for an exclusive set of days. It will be the 12 days of Christmas in July. I did it last year. We're going to hope that I can pull it off again this year. July, hopefully, is a little quieter for me. I am doing some fun stuff this month at the that I have planned, and I'm super excited. But anyway, aside from that, there are so many ways for you to save. One, as a customer, but definitely double savings as a demonstrator. So imagine this bundle deal is all through the month of June, starting tomorrow. Even better is, as a demonstrator, when you start out and purchase that starter kit, your next purchase, you get 20% off. So not only do you get the additional 10% off your bundles of dies and stamps, you would get 20% off on top of that because you're a demonstrator. No brainer, I think. Win-win? Absolutely. I am looking out for your best interest to get that starter kit and save, especially if you love Stampin' Up! Product. Okay, we are going to make some simple layouts with cards with simple layouts, and again featuring the Sweet collection, the Lily Pond Lane Sweet collection, and I'm so in love with the colors in this designer series paper, and we will touch on that as soon as I get you pointed down so that we don't have to look at that glare anymore. All right, I'm going to flip the camera here, and thank you everyone that's joining me during this live, and if you are catching the replay, thank you so much for doing that as well. Please be sure to share the video. I would love to reach a lot of people with my creativity and share a lot of inspiration, and especially with creativity made easy, because the things that I share with you here are definitely easily replicatable. I'm going to just zoom in a little. Whoa, that was fast. Zoom in a little. Oh, you're seeing a sneak peek of something I was going to work on this week. We're just going to move that out of the way. And so this is the suite. This is the bundle, the Charming Duck Pond bundle with the stamps and the dies, fun stuff. There's frames and all these cute little things, elements that you can die cut out. And of course, the designer series paper. So we'll take a peek at that. Kind of more of a quiet tone on the back, but look at these lovely colors. Aren't they beautiful? And I'll share my nails in a minute if you haven't noticed them. But there's a lot of bright, cheerful, the colors of the ducks are just so cheerful to me. I know they're probably not realistic. However, I absolutely love the fact that they're so, I don't know, they're very pastel-y and just really love it. As I'm not showing you the backside, I just keep tossing it to the bottom. Sorry. There's fish, little goldfish, but they're not necessarily gold. There's one, and a frog, and there is a frog in the stamp set. Lily pads, there's a lily. It's just really, really beautiful. And there's some subtle stuff on the back, of course, featuring some of our new in colors as well. One of the best things also is you can fussy cut these things out. Like this does not have a die, but you can certainly fussy cut those fish and create a card using those images if you want to die cut them or fussy cut them. So as well as the floral images, they're easily you're easily able to die cut some of these images. I love this one. It's so cute. It just reminds me of like children's books, you know, like this would be great for a scrapbook for baby, or, you know, little journaling, memory keeping, that type of stuff. So elements to a scrapbook page. I love this. This is really cool. And of course we got more ducks there, and I love little ducklings, and of course that color. Now let me show you my nails. Are they not rad? tie-dye. Is that not the coolest thing you've ever seen? I was so mesmerized. I said, I want something bright. So there you go. The colors in this designer series paper: Balmy Blue, Granny Apple Green, Great Granite, Peach Pie, Pretty Peacock, and Pretty in Pink. Love it. And how much does Pretty in Pink in this paper look good with the Flirty Flamingo? It will pair nicely in this bright set of designer series paper. Now you have the adhesive backed dappled dots, which are the oh, tell me the color. I meant to look these up. No, I'm not sure of the color of those, but it's almost like, it's probably the Gray Granite, Pretty in Pink, and Peach Pie. So there's those, and they come in 2 different sizes. And there are 120 of those on here. And they almost got that crackle look to them, the paint crackle look. It's really cool. So we have those that we can embellish with. So that is the suite in itself. So let's find it in the catalog, and I am going to case a card. I'm going to try and find it in my bag of swaps that I recently received, which I will, obviously I shared that in my Sunday Live with MJ on Facebook. So, this is the card I received as a swap right here. Be sure you're saying hello. I think the background was a little different, but we're going to case it. I'm going to show you how easy it is to do some stuff just by following the images in your catalogs, because it's an inspiration. You don't necessarily need measurements, because we are going to make it really super simple to create this and get 4 of these squares out of your 6x6 piece of paper. So you could easily make 4 of those cards just using that stuff right there. Now, I might get into die cutting. I may just fussy cut some stuff because the concept is to keep this pretty simple and making it easy so you don't feel like you have to have a ton of products in order to create something pretty amazing. So let's look for that duck card from the Charming Duck Stuff. And I know it's Lily Pond, whatever, but it's just so adorable. Let me see if I can find it really quick so we can use it as a reference. I was so happy that I actually got that card. Not that I knew what was coming, but I just need to find it, so bear with me. I got 20 swap cards in here, and I'm excited. There's another rendition of using that designer series paper right there, which is super cute. There's more of that designer series paper in the image there. And this is the card that we're going to create, and they did use different colors. And instead of actually casing the catalog, but they did case the layout. So so those are just samples that use that designer series paper. And this was created by Lisa Miltakis, and I apologize, I'm terrible with trying to pronounce names. This was Marcia Gray, and there's the designer series paper. And this designer series paper obviously is right there. And this is Kathy Miller. So those are 3 cards I received just using the designer series paper. And of course, this uses the product, this bundle. So it's really exciting. Can't wait for you guys to get your hands on this stuff. There is a host code that I will share in the description of my video here. So you can shop my online store. There's also a link here. Be sure you're hitting subscribe if you are new to my YouTube channel. The notification symbol, the bell, you can set your notifications so that you do not miss out on when I go live. And I'm trying not to have my cords drop in the middle of what I got going on here. So my apologies. Not going very well. I really need to find a way to make sure they stay where they need to. Okay, so let's go ahead and try and replicate this card, but I'm going to actually do it as it is in the catalog because I want to feature this designer series paper. So we'll set that aside, and I'll set my stamps and dies aside for now as well. Let me just grab that card, take a quick sip of my water, and we'll be good to go. So let's see. I want to use, we're going to make a couple of cards. We have time. I have time, and people can come back and watch the replay if you have to go. But I'm going to keep this like not so much stamping. We're going to do some fussy cutting because it's really easy to take just a pack of paper and the sentiments in a stamp set and create with it. So I'm going to cut this down, which I have to get my trimmer that I took to work today. I actually did some stuff at work. And I cut a whole bunch of labels for upcoming events. So I'm trying to learn how to do better time management. We'll see how that goes. And there's my trimmer. And I'm going to cut this down to 3 by 3 squares. So you have 6 by 6. We'll cut it down to 3 and 3. And I know that the square on that card base is probably bigger than that, but this gives you the opportunity to actually make 4 cards using that piece of paper if you'd like to. Just going to keep one piece aside, and then I'm going to come in and grab the other piece of designer series paper that is the backdrop for that card, and that is this. And I'm going to cut this down a little bit shorter than what they have there, because if you see, it looks like it measures 5.5 by 4.25. I'm actually going to go 5.25, actually 4 by 5.25. So then I'll grab gray granite as my card base, or maybe a different, yeah, I'll use gray granite. And then the piece of white, I'm going to actually measure what this person measured theirs at. So if I can find my ruler, which is always, I've actually been doing some cleaning. So it is here somewhere, probably in my pile of scraps here. I've been doing cleaning and labeling. Look at all of my embellishments. This is how I'm actually doing my embellishments. So they're right handy and labeled, and I know what I have. These are all current, along with others that are there. And what I've been using are the die packets, because I transfer my dies to a different package or a different storage from Stampin' Storage. So it's really awesome that I can reutilize what I'm obviously I would have probably recycled them or thrown them in the garbage, whatever. I don't know if they're recyclable, but now I'm using them for my embellishments, and it's keeping everything organized and nice and neat. So I'm happy about that. So we are going to guesstimate. Let me see if I can figure out. I think that it is probably the same size as that. Let's just do this. Yes. So 4 and 4 inches. So let's grab a piece of white. I'm going to cut this down to, I think it already is 4 inches. And let's see. I know I found another ruler. See what happens when you clean? 2.5. So 4 by 2.5 is what we need our white piece to be. So I'll go ahead and die cut, or I'm sorry, trim that. So we have that. And then I need a piece of gray granite. So let me grab that really quick out of my cupboard. And I might actually have some pre-cut, which would be fantastic. Maybe, maybe not. There's some gray. There's some, I think I have every color except that. Let's keep looking. Gray granite. Nope, that is basic gray. Where is it? Okay, we're going to keep looking. Gray granite. Find my pack of gray granite paper. I did pull out all of my, I may not have gray granite. All of my neutral cardstock, and found that I was missing quite a bit of neutrals. So I have to inventory and get some stuff. So I also don't know if you noticed in the behind me, I had a little oops, and my shelves actually fell down, and it was kind of scary. Let me see if I can find this color. If I don't have this, I'm just going to improvise and grab a different color. I have stuff that's pre-cut. It's just a matter of finding what I need. Okay, sorry. Should have been well organized. All right, so this is gray granite right here. And let's see, that's not. and that's basic gray. So I think what I might have to do, because I do pre-cut stuff, but I don't have, I think for now I'm just going to go ahead and grab, I'll use the smoky slate, because the lighter gray within that, actually, is that it? How ironic. We found gray granite. This is a card base that is 5.5 by 4.25. I'm sorry, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4.25. So it's just your standard card base. We're gonna grab our bone folder, and it's already scored and cut. And we are going to go ahead and start putting this together. And with that, let's grab our catalog. And we will start adhering things. Look at that. Do I really want to cover it? Do I want to cut one of those ducks out in the center and use it? Because you can do that, because this is going to get covered. So if I wanted to, I could really save paper and take one of these ducks in the center and just position my paper differently. But I can get more paper, right? So let's use it. It's hard when things are beautiful on both sides. And we are going to adhere that the wrong direction. I guess it doesn't matter, but I'm going to follow the catalog's inspiration. We're going to add this to the front of our card base. Now with Tombow, you have a little bit of wiggle room if you don't place it where you need to. And then this layer is going to get dimensionals, it looks like. So we're going to add some dimensionals to this. I'll put some in each corner. So it really is super easy to take a design from the catalog and use it as inspiration. It helps your creativity come to life. Makes it easy for you, so that there's the only guesswork is figuring out what size you want to measure your paper. So these are the cute little, I always said it wrong in school, cattails or cat's tail. It's cattails. We are going to stamp Hello Friend from our stamps, and they are photopolymer. So we can go ahead and grab Hello Friend and our peach pie, our piercing mat, and go ahead and stamp that. I didn't season it, so hopefully we'll be okay. I don't even know if it's crooked or not. I think it's okay. Maybe it's crooked. Let's do that one more time. I'm going to reverse it so that I can cover up if it's showing through. I try to, I put my stamps on my blocks crooked in order to line the stamp up to the edge of the paper versus the edge of the block. So that way I'm hopefully stamping straight. So there's that. And now we can do some fussy cutting of some elements in our designer series paper. So let's grab this, see if there is a duck we can go ahead and cut. And I really think I'm going to use this one. And fussy cutting your ducks out of your paper can be super easy. So just grab your paper snips. And I usually leave a little bit of white around the image. I like fussy cutting. For me, it's very therapeutic. It's relaxing for me. Unless, of course, I have to cut several things in preparation for an event. But still, I like it. All right, getting too close to the image. Just gonna, oh, I just snipped off its beak. How awful was that? All right, we're gonna cut this duck out from the paper and start over. Oh my goodness. All right. No problem, right? Minor fix. That's what happens when you don't have your ducks in a row. Mm-hmm. Ba-dum-bum. So be sure to leave comments, hit those emojis, the likes, subscribe, share my video. The more action or reactions I get from everybody here will help with the algorithms in order for me to reach more people. Yes, it does help me in my business, but that is not my purpose. My purpose is to share my creativity. Honestly, I just love doing what I do and sharing with others, and that is part of the mission statement of Stampin' Up, and I love to represent their mission. So, and I love it. I love creating. It's like my way of expressing my artistic vibe, I guess. I don't know. My love for paper crafting started several years ago, over 20 years ago, when I started scrapbooking. I went to an event, I fell in love with it, and I probably still have, obviously I still have the page I did. It was a lot of fun, and of course I loved being with people. So this gives me, technology gives me such a amazing, all right, so we have our duck that we did fussy cut. I am probably going to have to do some cutting of we might have to do some die cutting, but that's okay, right? Also, some of these ducks in the designer series paper will fit. These dies will fit some of the ducks and images within the designer series paper. So on here also is the lily pads. So we'll grab those. It's a pretty clean cut. And I might as well do this to introduce you to the Stamp Cut and Emboss machine if you're not familiar. However, if you are a crafter, I'm sure you've watched plenty of people here sharing their creativity with others using Stampin' Up! Product and other things. Now, what I really want to do is see if I can share this video myself. No chats. Let's see. I am going to share. I'm going to copy the link. I'm going to go to my Facebook. So bear with me a moment while I do this. Then we'll get back to crafting. Go to Facebook, and then I'm going to go to my page, and I am going to share this with, wow, it's hot in my room. All right, so I'm going to add that link, paste, and next, sharing to Facebook groups off. So we're going to click there and yes, and post. So I just shared this video that I'm doing with you right now to my business page, my Facebook group, as well as my team Facebook. So very exciting stuff that I can do. All right, now I'm gone. So let me find myself. Here we go. We're going to go back here. I'm going to load my video, and I don't need to unmute. And where am I? Hopefully it catches up. Now I can't see anything, but we'll get there. Oh, what is it doing to me? Let's see. Maybe that's why nobody's watching. I mean, I have people, I see people are watching. All right, let's go back to YouTube. Sorry for the technical delay. Technology. That's not me. That's, oh, it's a commercial. That's not me either. There we go. I'm live. Hello, there we are. Sorry. Okay, let's get back to this card before I have one person watching and I think it's me. It's all good. I love it. I love that I can do this and people can come back and watch the replay. All right, I'm going to grab some Granny Apple Green and Pretty Peacock and do some die cutting. Granny Apple Green. So yes, I did have a mishap with my shelves behind me. They fell off the wall and that made me sad, but that's what happens when you don't put stuff in studs. You'll have that on big jobs. Okay. Granny apple green. And pretty peacock. And we're going to grab our stamp cut and emboss machine. And this really is creativity made easy because we are really using the inspiration from resources that we have right in our own craft rooms. So, all right, so we need base 1 and 2 and base 3. I'm going to lay my papers down and we're going to add this to the Granny Apple Green and the cat tails to the pretty peacock, and I'm going to run these through. This is going to leave some embossed, I think embossed, and it's going to die cut. So that's really super cool that that can happen. I'm going to tuck those little dies back in my sleeve and take this plate, set that down, put this back down. And we are ready to go. Okay, so we've done our stamping, we've done our die cutting, we've got those little pieces, and that actually die cuts 2 at a time, which is super cool. And this is, I don't want to ruin my nails, so where's my take your pick tool? This is 2 lily pads and 1 separate. So 2 together, 1 separate. All right, let's see what we can do to make this work now. So, oh, and I got to do flowers, I think, to copy the idea, but we'll get to those. So first things first, we're going to adhere this to this piece of designer series paper. And now I know why they did it a little bit bigger. I'm going to trim this down some. I'm actually going to do it 2 inches rather than 2.5, right? Yes, I should have cut a little off the other end. No worries. So card base, designer series paper is 5 1/4 by 4, 3 by 3, 2 by 4, which is perfect because you can see that designer series paper underneath. That way you're maximizing your designer series paper. And we are going to go ahead and adhere this flush to the layer here. So I'm just gonna add that there. Oops, there we go. And we're gonna add these lily pads and these. So in order to add these, we are going to, and I think I'm gonna not put, well, there are flowers on there. We're casing the catalog, right? Finding inspiration with the catalog. Just adding little dots. You don't want to be too generous or you're going to have a mess. Little dots of your Tombow on your cattails. Just little dots. And bring that in, and you're going to kind of layer those. Oops. Of course I have glue on my fingers. Let's try that again. Okay, there's that. Then your lily pads are also going to go flush to this. So those can cover up that little stem at the bottom. This can get dimensionals. And then we'll cut some flowers really quick using our dies. And this card will be done. We can add some embellishments. And since those embellishments that come with this suite are not available, welcome everyone watching, thank you. The embellishments that are currently unavailable, I won't use those for now. I'll pull in something else. And maybe I'll do what they did with the little dragonfly on her sample right here. I'll pull those in because those are available in my online store. So, okay. So again, casing the catalog, I need some pretty in pink. Oh, I need dimensionals for this. I'm just trying to locate them. I just had them. Did I actually put them back? That's funny. All right, dimensional. And I'm going to grab a mini. And I hear pitter patter of tiny little feet. And she's going to be good for me. We're going to add this right here. And I don't want to cover up the words. So we'll add this cute duck right there. Look at the colors. Don't you just love it? I'm so in love with it. Be sure to subscribe if you're joining me. Love to have you visit me when I'm here. And then let's go ahead and get the dragonflies and birds. And I will add a dragonfly right there. And that can go right back in my little sleeve here. They're all in alphabetical order for now. And the last thing I need to do is cut out some of those lilies. So we're going to cut some of those out with Pretty in Pink. Just find my dies. And of course, there's going to be several options to cut out several, I am sure. So we have the tiny ones here, and we have two others here. So I'm going to grab both of those dies, maybe. Oh, there's my take your pick tool. I see it now. So both of those dies. I will grab my Pretty in Pink paper, which I probably have a little smidge right over here, which will be perfect to cut these out. And I grab my base plate number 3, the paper, and the florals. And number 3 again. And we are going to run this through. This is going to give us 4 flowers. 4 little lilies that we can use with, you have to be careful that these don't fall down into the crack of your machine. Remember, this machine, you can get 10% off starting tomorrow. Set this aside, and we will be good to go to finish this card. Now, of course, I picked a different duck, so it's not exact as to what is in the catalog. However, that is one that you can take that sample in the catalog and use your own creativity to make it your own. So copy and share everything is what casing is. If you're not familiar, that is what that means. And I am going to take a peek. I think these are, oh, I see what they did. I think I might end up using some of those gems. And right there. So I added 3 little dots of adhesive. And that is going to go there, maybe. It's very helpful when you don't have glue on your hands when you're doing this. Oh, and we'll set this one here. And then I'll show you the picture. That's going to take a minute to dry. But you can see in the picture, hopefully, I'll bring this closer to you. On here, they use those gems that are currently on, the dappled gems that are currently on unavailable on there, but still, it's really super cute. If you wanted to dress it up more, you could add some Wink of Stella, but I think that this is perfect just the way it is with that embellishment and adding those elements, and just fussy cutting that duck from the designer series paper really makes this so easy to put together. I would add a piece of basic white to the inside for to write my greeting to others. And that is pretty much that card. So really simple, easily replicatable design in the catalog. So let's see if we can find another one in here by using, or we can do something similar by using just a different piece of designer series paper, and we'll do some fussy cutting. You see all these amazing designs in here. I love how they use the fish crackers in a baggie and design stuff like that. That's really cool. A lot of stuff that is really super simple to recreate. This here is definitely easily replicatable, as well as this one here. That looks like a panel front card that you flip up. And you can either fussy cut your ducks from the designer series paper, or you can do the stamping and coloring, whichever is easy for you and your choice. It really makes it super simple to create when you have those designs to fall back on. So let's just do something with these three peach colors, these three pieces of peach. I'm just going to grab, this is just out of one of the designs I just shared with you by using strips of this. And then I will just easy peasy. I'm going to take a 1/2 inch. And this is just out of my head by looking at other people's designs. So I have a 1/2 inch there. I'm going to cut a 1/2 inch here. I'm going to keep these out because I'm going to do some fussy cutting of those. And then I'm going to cut a 1/2 inch of this piece. And then we'll trim it down to a little bit smaller. We're going to go to 5 1/4 on all of these. So you have a 1/2 inch by 5 1/4 on these three pieces of peach pie designs. Okay. I'm going to grab a piece of, we're going to fussy cut 2 of these fish out because there is no die for these. So let's go ahead and grab our paper snips and we can do some fussy cutting with these. And I'm going to go with that same tone, and I will cut maybe, I'll do this one here. I'm not going to look at what I'm cutting off in the back because I have more paper I can use. So just don't look at the back side. Don't upset yourself. It's actually one of the other designs on the others of the strips. So I'll just try not to make a mistake when I'm cutting here. So we are going to just fussy cut this fish out. Hopefully nobody's having issues trying to comment. Hopefully I didn't forget to do something on here, because sometimes it shows me as public and sometimes it shows it as private. So hopefully I went live publicly and not unlisted, because that could be the issue. But that's okay. Oh, there we go. Hello, Melissa. I was wondering if I was did a wrong setting to my video. Thank you for hopping on and saying hello. So we are just using the Lily Pond Lane Sweet Collection, kind of enticing people to fall in love with this as much as I did. I love the bright colors. I love the mixing of the regals and the new in colors, as well as other colors that are featured in this designer series paper. So just fussy cutting a little bit to get this fish cut out. There's not a die. Tomorrow's that die or the bundle and save with the die bundles and the stamps. You can get additional 10% off, but only dies, not the punch bundles. And of course your stamp cut and emboss machines, there's a 10% discount as well through the month of June, starting tomorrow. So there's that fish. Now we have that. we've got those 3 strips, and I think I'm going to cut out this tiny one too and use this one on my little tag I'm going to create for my card. And then I will come to you more this week on Sunday with more fun with this product suite. Suite collection is what they call them now. And it is a suite collection. Tiny little thing, isn't it? It's kind of hard to cut out, but we'll get it. I hope there's not a die for this that I'm overlooking. No, there isn't. It's hard for me to... no, I was going to try and get with her, Melissa, and do something in July. So I got to reach out to her. The rest of my month of June is really super busy. So I am going to... I had told her I'd reach out to her for the month of July, so hopefully we can get something going in July, like an all occasion card class or something. That would be fun. So, and if you have something you want to incorporate in a class, like planes or whatever, we can certainly, I'm happy to work around people's suggestions as well. So, all right, so we have 2 fish. We have those stripes. I want to actually take my 2 3/8 hole punch or circle punch, not hole punch. I'm going to cut out a circle from Basic White, and I am going to grab a card base of, I don't know what color. I need to find one. Okay. I want to stamp this, so I need to find my stamps, which are right here. We did Hello Friend. I'm going to put Have a Lovely Day. Have a Lovely Day. We'll use that stamp. And I'm going to use Pretty Peacock to kind of pull out the color of that fish. And let's see, Piercing Matte, and my circle. Get plenty of ink on there, and I'm going to actually go up a little bit because I'm going to round that fish underneath. So there's that. And I think what would be really super cool, let's find Designer Series paper. Look at that. This has bubbles in it. We're going to use this piece. Oh, I don't like cutting out my ducks. I don't like using my duck paper. I'm going to have to get more. This is going to be the top. Do I want to do that? Yes. The top of our card. Now, at this point, I'm not casing the catalog. I'm just creating a very simple layout. And I'm going to use this 5 inches by 4. And actually, did I just do 5 inches? No, 5 1/4 by 4. Okay. Actually, I just switched this up a little. I'm going to trim that down a little bit more. I'm going to do 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. Okay, so I have all my elements that I want to incorporate on this card. I just need to find a card base, and I think I'm going to go with Basic White. So let me grab that really quick. One that doesn't have a fancy fold to it. So we've got an 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. I don't know what just happened. Okay, we're good. 8 1/2 by 5 1/2 scored at 4 1/4. So I'm just going to fold this over and varnish that edge with my bone folder. okay, before with my bone folder buried under my paper. Make sure that is exactly what I need. Yes, okay. This is going to go on the front of my card base like so. We'll grab our Tombow. Oh man, I love that so much. I just love those ducks. So we're using this side with the pretty peacock as a layer. And then we are going to stagger these. Now these are a 1/2 inch by 5 1/4. And I'm going to start here. Just kind of line those up, hopefully. Oops. Here we go. And this one will go right there. And this one will go a little bit lower. Hopefully that's even. It's not looking like it is, but all right, this is going to go in the center here, right there on dimensionals. My hands are all icky, but I want this to go at the bottom, like right here. So, oh, I got yuck all over me. I love Tombow sometimes, not always. All right, grab my dimensionals. And this is just a basic layout by finding inspiration from swaps that I had and ideas in the catalog. So creativity made easy with just straight lines, some punches, maybe some die cutting or fussy cutting, but it is really easily replicatable cards. So this fish is going to go there. So I will add a dimensional. I'm going to tuck this dimensional under. So I got to peel both sides off here. Maybe. I want only part of it under there because this is going to stick on part of here and under here. Or on there is what I'm trying to say. So I'll add some Tombow, light layer. And give me another tiny little dimensional for right here. Once I get Tombow on my fingers, it's all over. Okay. That will go like that. So we've got that. And then this one, this little guy can go over here. Maybe right there. And I am going to use those dots because they will look really nice with this. Actually, let's improvise, and we will use, these may or may not be available. You know what? I'm just going to use what comes with the suite. But you could use other things. So, all right. Take your pick tool. I'm going to add 2 little and 1 big. That just lost its adhesive backing. So did that. See, it's missing its backing. So we're going to put it back on there. I'm going to get a different one and put that there. Okay, so there you go. There are our 2 very simple layouts. Creativity made easy, super simple, casing the catalog, and then kind of following a design, elements of this design, not entirely, but elements of this design with these layers here using that same paper. and casing the catalog for this one, which is what this person did as well. So really simple to take inspiration from the catalogs and use it to create your own cards. And they're really simple layouts, and I'm very excited to be able to share these with you in our Creativity Made Easy. So let's get you flipped around, and I'm sweating really bad, so I apologize. I may not look as fresh as I did when I started. So, all right. These are our 2 cards that we created using the Lily Pond Lane product suite collection. And don't forget that bundle sale starts tomorrow through the end of June. If you have any questions or would like to talk to me about getting the starter kit so that you can save even more during this sale, please reach out to me. I'd be happy to have a conversation with you. Again, also, if you have questions about product or anything that I did here in the video with measurements, if you may have missed it, reach out to me. All my information is down below. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, on obviously here YouTube, as well as Pinterest. And I think that's it. So I do have a blog, but I'm not on there all the time. So a lot of great ideas out there on Pinterest. So make sure you find me. You just look for MJ Shady Inkers and you will be able to find me out there. So many Stampin' Blessings for now. I will see you on Sunday for my Sunday Live with MJ on Facebook. So catch me over there so that you don't miss out on that either. And I will see you then. Have a beautiful week. All right. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye. Thank you.